1:05 to play in overtime. Notre Dame up by 2.
Blake Wesley using his speed and length to guard Ron Harper Jr.
Baker again. Got some space from Ryan. Harper, 2 on the shot clock. Harper way downtown. Banked it home! Banked it home to give Rutgers the lead. 19 for Harper.
I thought the banks were closed tonight.
Well, they opened them special for the First Four.
It's the bank around Harper. He said it's open 24 hours a day.
Hub got some space, didn't get it to finish. Wesley, though, got the rebound. He dropped it out of bounds. Rutgers ball.
Well, now
shot clock is off.
Official's going to review it. They'll take a look. Coaches will talk to their teams, have an opportunity to get the equivalent of a timeout. Press offense if it's Rutgers ball. Wow.
Ryan dropped 3 off the backboard. Big fella.
We talk about sometimes good offense is just better than good defense. And a lot of sneakers there. Whose foot did it go off? It looks like Blake Wesley.
Yeah, it looked like Wesley.
Putting the ball down in a crowd, always tough. You want to pass out of the crowd, right? Dribble into a gap or a seam.
Now, if it is off Wesley and it's Rutgers ball, Notre Dame, from a defensive standpoint, different teams have different philosophies. Some teams, when the ball comes in bounds, they'll trap without fouling, try to get a steal. Maybe on the next pass, they'll foul. Yeah. Sometimes teams try to trap twice without fouling.
Yeah, with this much time, do you agree, Coach? I mean, you can go for the steal, the 5-second call. You can trap, give it one trap. And then if they get it over half court, foul right away. But agree, different philosophies. You want to foul right away. There's some that believe that approach is the best.
Yeah, sometimes tied up. Notre Dame has the possession.
Well, Omori checks out. And they bring Hyatt back in. So it'll be Rutgers basketball.
I like the spacing already that Steve Pikiell's employing here. Going to lift Notre Dame, give more space for players to make a second, even a third cut to free themselves up to be a receiver and catch without running out of space on the baseline.
24 minutes was the last. It's been 24 minutes since the last Notre Dame turnover till now.
And,
all right.
And with this setup, you see this little box right. These guys are all in the box right here. You doubt if they want to try to go long. One of these guys will probably break into the ball, but it's an all-out sprint.
Okay, and it's tipped. Ryan to the basket, lays it in. Notre Dame takes the lead. 77-76. Oh, my.
And again, that's why you don't want to commit any cheap fouls in that situation.
And Rutgers will call a timeout. It's final timeout. How about that?
Well, so often passing and catching, a simple concept, a habit, a fundamental, but could be the difference in a game. A high pass just a little too far above Ron Harper. The idea of throwing up high like a wide receiver is a good one, but the ultimate execution wasn't there.
Yeah, you know, in that situation, Ron Harper wasn't in the line of sight. He was directly in front of the passer.
All right, so 77-76, Notre Dame is on top. Steve Pikiell calls the timeout. He didn't call the timeout at the end of regulation, calls it here. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, you got to get the best shot. You're not going to wait until 3 seconds to attempt the shot. They're going to go a little sooner than that.
And also be prepared for changing defenses.
Yeah.
Zone and man, be ready for concept basketball. Have an alignment that works regardless of a zone or a man.
All right, so a couple buzzer beaters already this year for Rutgers. Ron Harper was the hero. He's down the low post left side. He'll set the screen.
Good switch.
Baker to his left side. Mulcahy for 3. It's good! Rutgers takes the lead. 8.6 to play.
We'll see if Notre Dame's going to take a timeout. They have a timeout left here.
Hub cut off by Mulcahy. Wesley to the basket, off the glass. It's good. We're tied at 79. 2.7 to play. Harper snaking up the floor from midcourt. No good. We're heading to double overtime. Under a minute to play. Second overtime.
Good reset.
Baker to the corner.
Nice skip.
McConnell for three. No good. Omori with the rebound. Knocked away by Ryan. Picked up by Hub.
A great swarm by the Irish, rallying back to the paint. It's 3 against 1. Omori working by himself.
And in that situation, you really don't want to foul. It's 40 seconds on the clock, 40.9. Get back, get your defense set. It's not 4.9. And I don't know, in situations like that, you know, kids think they may hear foul from somewhere.
Coach Peichel talking to Geo Baker right now.
You know, he came out of that, Avery, and said, that's not a foul. So I don't think he tried to do it. Here's Hub to the line. 2 shots. Makes the first one. 2-point lead. He has 8. Again, free throw shooting is usually Mike Bray's friend, but they're 8 of 15 tonight.
Really impressed with the Irish collective rebounding. Blake Wesley's been outstanding in the 2 overtime periods, but that last possession was a gang tackle approach on the boards.
Second shot is good. Mike Bray calls a timeout. That's his last. .9 seconds to play. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. We are officially at midnight in the East. Thursday, March 17th. And the Irish are hoping that, well, you know, that there's a little luck. 3-point lead for Notre Dame. Irish called the timeout. We've seen some in the regulation in the first overtime. Really good action offensively to force an extra session. Let's talk first. What's Rutgers going to do, Avery?
Well, Rutgers is going to get the ball into Geo Baker's hand. He's trying to reject pick and rolls. What that means is if a big guy comes up to set a pick and roll, he goes the opposite way. Maybe this time he'll utilize the pick and roll to try to get the bigger defender and try to get Omori for a lob going towards the basket.
All right, Labs, give me a little bit of idea about Notre Dame.
Well, I think Notre Dame's going to continue to do what they've done. That's why they're in position to win this game. Defensively, they've wanted to keep everything in front, force Rutgers to shoot over the top with jump shots, but not inside of their defense.
John, you listened in at Rutgers?
I was, Tom, and from Steve Peichel, it's really clear. Let's score, let's make a shot, but more importantly, let's get a stop. That's the side of the floor that's costing us, Tom.
Yeah, he's been saying that really all game long.
I don't think Rutgers has to settle for a 3 with this much time.
All right.
You know, if it's in rhythm and it's open and it's come out of your concepts, okay, a good shot is a good shot, but look inside first.
Baker worked off the ball for a moment.
Here it is.
Off the screen. The handoff to Harper. Harper for 3. It's good! Oh my! He's tied it at 87. He has 22. There's 22 seconds left. No timeouts for Notre Dame. Wesley will hold it.
Coach Peichel's telling his team, stay down. Don't go for any pump fakes here. Stay disciplined.
Defend without fouling.
The freshman with the basketball. Wesley heads to the hoop. Wesley off balance shot, no good. Atkinson put back. It's good. 1.4 to play. Here comes Geo Baker. He didn't get it off. That's it. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Notre Dame in double overtime has defeated Rutgers 89-87 to move on to the first round of the NCAA Tournament.